showtime. It's showtime.
Showtime.
Hello, hello, everyone. Say hello when you get here. This is Jen with Jen's Den Art. I teach acrylic painting to whoever wants to learn how to paint or whoever wants to come and have fun with Jen and all of her tribe sisters. And I am live tonight on a number of different platforms. Just to let you know that I am launching, I have just launched my membership and we are taking in new members. So I wanted to hop on here and do some painting with all of you and talk to you for a little bit and see what's been going on your side of the world. We are in my house right now, in our house. Michael is right there. Say hello.
Hello.
And we just finished eating dinner and I'm sitting on the bar in the house and we are getting ready. I brought my little makeshift paint area in here and we are going to have some coffee and do some paint talk and some tribe talk and whatever you guys want to do tonight, we are doing it. I have a painting that I want to share with y'all that we're going to do tonight. And I've never painted it before, but what I want to do is I want to, oh, thank you. I forgot about water and paper towels. Yeah. I want to take this painting in a lot of different places. Okay, so I'm actually trying to find the painting. I downloaded it. It's a picture that I found that I fell in love with on my site. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, hey, Christine. Hey, Dawn. How are you? I'm so glad y'all are here. I have a photo. I just need to find it in my photos. I know I put it on my desktop, I think it is. Yes, there it is. Okay, so I am going to airdrop it to my iPad for us to see. You might have seen it if you saw my notification. Here we go. I'm gonna airdrop it. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let me show you what the photo is so you can see it. And I am going to take this photo. I have the rights to use this photo. And y'all can't see it, so let me show it to you. I have the rights to use this photo because it is in a Facebook group. Hey Marty, hey Judy, hey Pamela. Yes, this will be accessible for the next week on Jen's Den Art page. So, hey Jill, hey Dawn and Connie. I am just hopping on here and we are gonna have some fun painting, but I wanna paint this in a variety of different ways. And I've never painted it before, but I found this photo in one of those Facebook groups that allows you, it's called Free Reference Photos for Artists. And they allow you to grab their photos and use them as inspirations for paintings. And so this is the one that I found that when I saw it, I just stopped in my steps and said, okay, this is it. This is the one. So we are going to have some fun painting this. And I want to do it in like more than one night. I want to paint with y'all through the next few days and talk about a couple of different ways that I am going to use this painting or this picture as an inspiration for some paintings that I'm going to do. Something that I was thinking about doing, I'm hearing all kind of stuff going on. Something that I was thinking about doing first is actually trying to sketch this out. Okay, So I have this little watercolor pad right here. And I also have, let me move this out the way some. I also have a larger pad that I was thinking about sketching this out in. Let me see where it is. Here it is. I have my big mixed media pad. And we're going to start with like the basic, let's see, we're going to do it this way. We're going to start with just like the basic drawing for this. And we're going to paint it in, let me make this a little bit higher so you can see. There we go. I might need to do it in my small watercolor, huh? Because you can see it better. There we go. All right, so we are going to, I'm going to actually sketch it by, I know y'all going to think this is crazy, but I do it all the time. I'm going to sketch it by using a paintbrush, okay? And I'm going to, give me 1 second. I have to go close the door to the laundry room. I don't know if y'all can hear the clothes drying is rattling and it's bothering me. So I need complete silence when I paint, except my music. So. Okay, I could not stand it. That rattling sound was driving me nuts. Do y'all think I'm crazy? I have crazy quirks like that. Do y'all ever have crazy quirks like that? I was like, oh no, we cannot do this. That noise has got to stop. Okay, so I'm just grabbing some paint. This is a Payne's Gray. I'm going to show it to y'all right here. And I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in the water, and I'm going to use this to kind of sketch out my, let me do this. You know what? This is too big. So I'm going to use this instead. I'm going to use my small pad, and I'm going to use my large iPad. There we go. And I'm going to sketch this out. And we're going to paint it. So I'm going to let y'all see part of it right here. Okay, so we're going to work on just this small little piece right here. All right, so the first thing I notice is the middle of this photo has 3 beautiful pumpkins. So the middle of my little pad right here is going to have 3 pumpkins. I'm going to give myself kind of like a little horizon, and I'm going to use this as my sketch pad, and I'm going to actually make like some little pumpkins like this. So I'm going to have one here, and I'm going to have one back here. This is a watercolor pad, y'all. So I'm going to need to use a lot of water for my paints. I'm using acrylic paints, but I'm going to be using the acrylic paints more like watercolors than I am acrylics because of the surface that I'm using to paint on. Okay, so this is going to be my pumpkins, and then I have this area right here is going to be, that's going to be the stump that you can see underneath. And then, of course, we're going to have our bird. Our bird's going to be sitting up here. He kind of has just like a little curve like that. And it's going to be, I always make my birds fat. I don't know why. I have a tendency of making birds fat. Okay, so that's going to be our little bird. We're going to fix him up, of course. But that's just kind of like my You do that with acrylics and watercolor paper. Yes, I love doing this. So I'm glad you're watching because it's going to be super fun. And over the next couple of days, I'm going to paint this same painting a couple of different ways. I'm going to paint it maybe with a palette knife. I'm going to paint it on a larger canvas. I'm also going to paint maybe just a piece of it on like a shelf sitter, and we're gonna take this one photo, and excuse me, we're going to use it as our inspiration all week on what we paint for the week, because I want to give you an opportunity to spend some time with me this week, because my tribe is open and I want you to have the opportunity to ask questions if you have any questions about the tribe. And I want to give you the opportunity to learn about the tribe. And what better way to do that but than to show you what we actually do in the tribe. So the first thing we do is we paint. We paint a lot, okay? We paint together weekly in a private Facebook group, and we do very similar to what we're doing right now. I start with, most of the time I start with a reference photo, but even before that, we start, I'm using some greens and some blacks to make a background. So I'm going to use a lot of water, and I'm going to use some green. This is a Hooker's green, and I'm just using some blacks, and I'm using a lot of water. This is a Payne's gray, so it's kind of like a grayish blue. And I'm going to use that with just a regular paintbrush, and I'm going to start making a really light background out here. Okay, so you see how that paper just absorbs, because I'm using watercolor paper, it just absorbs my paint really fast. I'm just going to use it. I'm using acrylic paints. I'm not using watercolor, but it works fine. See, it works fine. It'll do what you want it to do. It's just not my favorite surface to work on, but it is a fun surface to work on when you don't, especially when you're traveling. It's a fun surface to pack in your bag. You know, this is just a little watercolor pad. And this other painting on here is just, we were on I think we were watching TV one night, and it's just easy. I think this might be like 5x7. Is it? 6x8. It's a little 6x8 watercolor pad. And it's just easy for me to tag along with me, you know, wherever we are, and just do some sketching or some painting with minimal tools, you know. So that's what's always nice about having these little watercolor pads. So anyway, we, in our tribe, we paint together weekly. We paint 2 paintings a week. All right, I'm going to go down a little bit further. You see right here. I'm changing the colors up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to go down all right here. Dipping my paintbrush in the water for everything to move a little better. And I feel like I need a little bit more blue back there. Do y'all feel that way too? I feel like I need like a little bit of a turquoise. So let me see, I brought my stash here of different colors, different paints. And I'm just going to use a little bit of turquoise. And this is just this is kind of like my extra paint stash that I have in a big box. And it's all little containers like this, so it's easy for me to pack around. And so that's what I brought in here tonight, because I'm inside. I didn't go out in my studio to do this. I am inside painting. I turned the dryer off for a little while because it was way too loud for us.
No worries.
It was like banging up against something.
That's your overalls.
Oh, is it? Okay. My overalls were making way too much noise. So,
You like a little bit of hazelnut?
coffee, yes, just a little.
Okay.
I don't want to be up all night, but. Hey, Miss Faye, you're missing all the fun. Come on and enjoy the fun here.
How's the reception?
No complaints yet. So. All right, so I like that start. And the next thing that I see that is a big, why do those noise drive me crazy? The next thing that I see that's a big part of this painting is this stump. There's a big stump back there. So the next thing we're going to paint is we're going to paint that stump because we want the stump to be behind everything else. So I am going to use black and white. And I'm going to make like a gray. Do y'all hear our cat? Sugar is whining. Okay, I'm just going to use these little, thank you, baby. Just going to use these little tubes. And I'm going to grab some, let me show you my palette so y'all can see what I'm doing. See that? I have, this is a Payne's gray, this is a turquoise, this is white, this is black, this is green. And I'm just adding as I go. I usually don't put my paints out in advance because they dry out so fast. I usually put my paints out as I'm painting, just a little bit at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna make a gray with black and white. And I'm just gonna start filling this in down here. I'm still using the same paintbrush, y'all. So this is a little bit too light. Y'all, this is one of my favorite paintbrushes, and look at it. It's been through so much. It is a number 18 Fine Touch. It's supposed to be a filbert brush, but it's kind of lost its filbertness. It's just a very fluffy brush that holds a lot of paint, and it's one of my favorites. So you may see me using this a lot in this painting. So again, our tribe is open, and we're taking in new members. And for those of you who did not know, the price has actually gone down because of the economy. I felt like it was just something that would be nice to do to give people the opportunity to be able to afford this. And so it is $29 a month to join. And the best part about it is you already have like over 200 painting tutorials in the online classroom. And one day this week, I am going to take you all, I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to share my screen with all of you so you could see what's actually on the other side of the tribe, so you can see what's on in the online classroom, because there is a lot of stuff in there. So it's kind of like a Netflix series. You get to watch whatever you want, whenever you want, and just have fun painting like I'm doing right now. That's my stump, by the way. It might not look that much like a stump, but I think it's getting there. Hello, Miss Rose. They have closed caption on the online classroom. Yes, they do. And not only that, Miss Rose, but the new online classroom has transcriptions of the entire the entire video, so you can also read everything instead of. Oh, that is so awesome. So Miss Rose says she is deaf. Can she join? Yes. There is closed caption and there's transcriptions in the online classroom. So that is super awesome to know for you to be able to have that. Do y'all have closed captions on this live tonight? Can y'all see? Hello, Becky. So tell us, has anyone just recently joined the tribe or thinking about joining the tribe? Now I'm adding just a little bit more of a darker color. And if you have questions, let us know. Closed caption, yay. Oh, good, Miss Rose. I love that. Yeah, and sometimes you just have to maybe if you get a tablet or turn your phone sideways, so like half of the screen is the video and then the other half of the screen is the words. Maybe you could do that as well. What do you think, Michael? You have anything to add so far? Have I missed anything?
Are you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know you had your. I didn't know. I messed him up. He was watching an elk hunting video. He had his.
No, it's okay. It's out processing.
Okay.
What's up, baby?
I was just talking about the tribe.
We have a wonderful group of women and a few men. Excellent opportunity to learn how to either better what you're doing already or learn how to paint.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go in so many different directions after that. You can sell, you can give as gifts, and my favorite, personal fulfillment.
Absolutely.
A sense of accomplishment. And then you get to hang around some great people.
You get to hang around some awesome people.
That's right.
There are some awesome people in this group. I love it so much. And I hope those of y'all who are in it, tell us what you love about it.
I'll just keep one in. So if you need me.
Okay. All right. So now let's start on our pumpkins. I'm taking a smaller filbert brush. Okay. Taking a smaller filbert brush. And I'm going to dip it in the water and I'm going to use some orange and some burnt umber to make kind of like a burnt orange. Okay. Hey, Deb. Oh, Miss Lina, we miss you too. Come back and join us. It's at a much lower price. It's $29 a month or $300 for the year. We'd love to have you back. You'd be surprised how many of you do that, Miss Lina. There's a lot of members that come back, and I was surprised about that. But that's what they say. They say they miss us, so they come back. So I am going to paint this little pumpkin right here. You see how that line is showing through? I'm just going to have to paint a few layers over that line. To get that to go away. So let me let it dry a little bit and then I'll come back. All right, so let me make these white. These pumpkins here, they're not really white. They have like a little bit of a grayish, bluish tint to them. So let's see what I can come up with here. I'm going to use some bluish gray. Oops, now I got some orange on my paintbrush. I don't want to do that. So tonight is just a basic small painting with acrylic paints on watercolor paper. But it's working. See how well it's working? I love painting in the evenings when it's quiet. Like right now, it's quiet. Michael's watching his elk. Our kids are all grown. We don't have any grandkids yet, so it's just us. And in the evenings, it's really quiet around here. And so this is one of the things we do in the evenings. Michael does his, well, sometimes we watch movies together. But right now, tonight, I wanted to paint with y'all. So Michael's like, well, I'm going to watch my elk stuff because we're going elk hunting. We're going backcountry elk hunting in a few weeks in Montana. So he's watching his elk stuff with his headphones in, and I'm painting with y'all. And this is going to be a super cute painting where I love painting on these surfaces like this. I made this one much whiter so that it shows. And I'm going to put that little bit of orange in here. Using my finger to kind of, normally I would use a palette knife, but I'm using my finger to kind of just move that paint around a little bit. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to make some of these little areas a little bit darker. Just kind of making some little commas. You can see the dimension that that added right there. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of oops, I hit my painting. I mean my picture. See how this pumpkin right here has all of the little thingamajiggies on it? Yeah, Miss Lina, isn't that true? Even if you're not a tribe sister anymore, you're still friends with a lot of them. All right, so it does. Every once in a while, our internet has little hiccups. So if you see that happening, just bear with us. We moved to a new area and we have been having some really bad storms, like thunderstorms here lately. And so our internet is a little tricky here. Okay, so I'm coming back here with a little bit of red in this one. I want it to be just a little bit more a little darker.
Has everyone got to see Sugar?
Where's Sugar?
Right here.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to show you.
She came running inside.
She came running inside?
Yeah, she was outside hanging out.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Sugar is sitting almost on Michael's lap while he's doing his bow course. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger to kind of mush this in just a little bit more. Come here, Sugar. a little bit of water. All right, I like that better. It's looking pretty good so far. Let's get the stems done. So I'm gonna wet my paintbrush, and I'm using like a brown and a black, and make this stem, make this one kind of move over here, and then this one.
This is nice.
What
This.
we're doing? Yeah. I'm having fun. All right, let's go a little bit more on the white side. So I'm digging into the white. I'm going to come back and just add just a little bit of gray. Let me zoom in just a teeny bit so I can see better. Oh, thank y'all so much for the kind words, Kenletta and Pat. Family in Slidell. Oh, awesome. That's I have family in Slidell too. I think I do. Yeah, I come from a large, my mama is the baby of 12, so I have family all over the state. I'm just adding a little bit of that orange on top and then some white because I went a little bit too crazy with this end of the stem. And then let me fix this one back here just a little bit. So we, again, I don't even know if I said this yet. We paint together weekly, Monday nights, and Monday nights at 7 and Tuesday afternoon at noon. We paint together, and we usually paint, you know, something similar to this. The tribe members decide what we're going to paint, and then I create the design once we decide on the actual subject or theme of what it's going to be. And then I surprise them with what the painting will be the night of or the day of. We usually share with the templates. We give templates for everything. Even though I don't use the templates anymore, I also teach you how to draw everything out, kind of like I'm doing tonight. But if you didn't want to, you could use the templates. All the templates come in like all different sizes. And if it's not suitable for the size that you want to paint, all you have to do is email support@jensdenart.com, and Miss Cindy will create a template for you in the appropriate size. a lot of people have told me in the past, well, you know, what size are you using? It doesn't matter what size I'm using to paint on. You can paint these paintings any size you want. So that's why, we give you the option to paint the same size that I'm painting, which is normally either an 11 by 14 or a 16 by 20 or an 8 by 10 or a 9 by 12, something like that. Or sometimes we do little shelf sitters like this. We do the little 5 by 5s, which, by the way, we're going to do that this week. And sometimes, every once in a while, we'll do like an 18 by 24, but not very often. Usually, it's just really hard to create a video with an 18 by 24 canvas, because the canvas is so big that it's hard to get the whole canvas in the video for you to see. So that's why we don't do those that often. But yeah, so don't worry about being behind. Yeah, no behind. When is the tribe open to join? It is open right now until August 15th. We opened today, and we will be open until when is August 15th? Next Monday, I think it is. Yeah, so you have time, but the longer you wait, the more you put it off, yada yada yada. You know how that is. Okay, so y'all see what I'm doing? I'm just making these little just like some little leaves for the vines that are all over this. I know you can't see the whole thing, so I'm going to show you really quick the bottom of it. I'm just kind of making all of these little vines right there. And I'm just using my acrylic paints. Now, I'm purposely making the colors a little bit brighter and lighter because I want them to be contrasting to the other colors that are there. I don't want them to be the same exact color. And also, I did not paint this area right here, and I need to paint that. So I'm going to just add a little bit of black and green down here to give me something to have, so I'm not just painting on nothing. Let's go. A lot of this is not even going to show, but I'm just going to put it down there just to make sure. All right, so let's go back to our greens. Let's put some whites in there too. Let me bring out, that's way too white. Hang on, don't do that. Coming along, looking pretty good. Y'all notice, do y'all do this? I do this a lot. I have saved the hardest part for last. Because y'all know that bird's going to be hard for me. But we're going to get that bird done. We are going to get it done. Let's make this. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna do down here. We're gonna take a little liner brush, like something small, like this. Really skinny. I'm gonna add some water to my greens. And I'm gonna start making just some little lines through here. Just some little squigglies to start kind of connecting all of that together. Just to give you the illusion that there is an actual vine happening around this. You can't even see my stump anymore. My stump went away. Might have to bring my stump back. Get some little vines out here. Yep, I totally hid that whole stump, but that's okay. We just won't have a stump there. It's gone. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Happy birthday, Lisa. Miss Dawn, email support@jensenart.com and Cindy will be able to help you if you can't get in. And we will get you in. Just go ahead and email support@jensenart.com and we'll take care of that for you. All right, let's do some cute little orangey red flowers in the front. And I'm gonna use this same little brush. You need something, oh no, I'm gonna use this one. You need something that's kind of, see this? It's kind of flary at the end of it. All right. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tap my paintbrush in this orange and red. You don't really have to tap your paintbrush, but I'm gonna get my paintbrush with some of this orangey red color. And I wanna make sure that it kind of, you could use a fan brush if you wanted, but I didn't bring a fan brush with me. So we're gonna do the best we can with what I have in here, because most of my supplies are in my art studio. So I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna make some little taps. Make some little flowers. All over. I added just a little bit of white to my color because I find that they're getting drowned in the green and the gray, and I want them to pop just a little bit more. You know, it would be the best color, but I don't have it in here. Would be like a okay, like a pyrrole red or something like super, super bright. But we're just gonna use this. And it's gonna work. What do y'all think so far? I don't like this. I gotta do something with that. I don't know. It'll be 62 Friday, Miss Cheryl. That's in Louisiana? Because I know you in Louisiana. Girl, I have not been keeping up with the weather.
What's happening, bro?
Miss Cheryl said it's going to be 62 on Friday. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, she said. That is awesome. I did not know that was coming. We check the weather when it's happening. Like if we see down the road, we see a bunch of clouds coming, we're like, oh, let's check, see what the radar looks like. All right, I like this. I like the way it's coming out. I kind of want a little bit more vibrant flowers in here. So I keep on adding to them. And I kind of want a little bit more. Oops, don't do what I just did. I always do that. I go in and I mess up my painting. Oh, I'm sorry that it's blurry, Miss Patty. I don't know what to do. She said it was blurry.
Oh.
It's raining in central Louisiana. It is not raining here. We had a little storm come through a little while ago, but it's seems to be gone. Make this pumpkin come out just a little bit further. Okay, it's coming along. All right, let's see what we're gonna do with this cute little bird. Let's have fun with him. Y'all can see him in the photo, right? All right, so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna start with the blacks and the grays on his body. And I'm still using this little round brush. Start with the blacks and the gray. I might change his color to just add more color to the painting because it's got a lot of very bland colors in the painting right now. So maybe we'll do some crazy yellows or something. We'll see. Maybe we'll add some fun colors to him. What do y'all think? Okay. Maybe we'll grab some, I'm gonna grab that orange again. Do y'all think I should make some yellows, or you think I should just go with the orange and the red breast? What do y'all think? I do want him to stand out a little bit more against this background. And I don't feel like he is standing out right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the background for just a minute. And I'm going to bring in some more watercolor colors back here. Bringing just a little bit of a darker color because he's not gonna stand out enough. And I need that contrast. Okay, so I'm dipping my paintbrush in the water and I'm moving all of that paint around. And of course I added a little bit more of that green and that black on my paintbrush. And so I think that's gonna make him stand out more. What do you think? And then if you have too much, if you feel like you put too much, because I kind of put a lot, you come back and just kind of pick up just a little bit with a paper towel while it's still wet. Okay? I really like that little touch of turquoise back there too. So I'm gonna let the water move in just a little bit. Just let it absorb into the paper just a little bit. All right, so let's get back to our little birdie. He's actually looking kind of cute. Maybe a few pops of lavender in the flowers. Yeah, maybe that would work, huh? Because it's got a lot. It's definitely a fall painting. Y'all can definitely see that. Yes, this will be added to the tribe library. It will not be left in the public for just for the week. It's only going to be for the week. And then it's going to move into the tribe library, but it's going to stay out to the public this week only. Coming in with a few lighter colors. Maybe get some lighter on this tail. Let's go with some white. Yeah, when I launch, my tribe sisters get all kind of free stuff. All kind of extra goodies because I always do extra paintings. And it's fun. They love it. 1 month normally I just do 4 paintings a month, but 1 month I was trying to advertise and I ended up doing 14 paintings in 1 month. We painted every day. It was little things though. It wasn't all big paintings. It was little, like little shelf sitters and found out that you were giving us so much. We didn't want to tell you that you had done 14 paintings in 1 month, but we wanted you to just keep going. So we were like, shh, don't tell her she's painting so much. He's coming out pretty good. All right, let's get those final touches on him. I'm going to use a small liner brush. Let's see. All right, let's do this little liner brush here. And I'm going to go straight into the black. And this is always the hardest part for me, is to make that eye in the right place. So I'm going to start with the beak. And I have too much paint on my brush, so let me take some off. I'm going to start with the beak. And go out. And then I have something on the end of my paintbrush here. And then I'm going to make the little eye. All right, not too bad. Now let's add the little highlights. So I'm going to add the little white right on the top of the beak. I'm going to add the little dot. Nope, it's not picking up because it's still wet. Let me try it again. Add the little dot. There we go. And then I'm going to add a little bit of lighter colors on the eye. He's kind of cute. Now I just want to let you know, I have been painting birds for about 3 years now, and I was not this good at painting birds when I first started. So if you have just started painting birds, give yourself some grace and give yourself some time to learn, because this has been a very challenging experience for me to learn how to paint birds. And it's still challenging a lot of times. But he's kind of coming out cute. I like him. Okay, what do y'all think? I think it's a precious painting, but we need some fun. Let's do some fun. Y'all want to do something else? What should we do? I think it's cute. Okay, let me move this out the way. We're done with this. Connie, I was awful at painting birds too at one time, but it's getting better. Like I said, it is getting better. So let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do to this cute little painting? Okay. There's a couple of things. The first thing is I have to sign it, which I usually forget to sign my paintings. All right, there's my signature down there. I'm gonna look at it and see what else it needs. It needs a little bit of flair. And by a little bit of flair, I mean, I need to come in. You know what I did? I wanted to try, we're gonna try a paint marker. I actually brought one in. Let's see what I got. I got this Prisma paint marker right here. All right, let me move this out the way. And I'm so not good at this paint marker stuff. This is a really light paint marker. Just gonna kind of make some kind of outline a little bit. I am not a paint marker person. I don't really care for them. So when I do that, I don't like what I did. But it's not bad. It's just not, it's not great. So I'm going to come back over some of these, and I'm just going to kind of make a few little adjustments here. A little bit of dry brushing. I did too much. I don't like it. So I don't get upset. I just say, okay, let's try again. Not working out. We can always fix it and make it even better than it was before. So I'm just coming in and giving it a little touch up. And then I'm going to do the same down here. Hide some of those lines. They're still there. You can still see them, but they're not as prominent. Let's fix this one. Sometimes I try stuff and I'm like, nope, not for me. Don't do that again. Should just try something else. You're exactly right. Okay, I also have a white one. And let's see if I can get this to work. I'm not a paint marker person. I don't really like paint pens. I like a paintbrush. I just like to do things with a paintbrush. So trying these new techniques sometimes causes a little anxiety for me. And I don't really care. None of these work because I've been having them forever and I don't use them. So if I did do anything else, it would be just with a paintbrush because it's just not working for me, the markers. I know a lot of people use them on their paintings, but it brings a whimsical side that maybe I'm just not cut out for, you know? I'm just going back in the white. And just gonna add a little bit. I feel like it needs to be brightened up just a teeny bit. So I'm coming back in. And I'm gonna smush it around. Just a little bit of white in here. Now let my finger do the walking.
Isn't that a song?
Let your fingers do the walking. Fingers do the walking. That's just what they do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk on.
Okay.
I thought I was sounding pretty good, actually.
You sounded great.
These boots are
Oh,
gonna walk all over
that
me.
doesn't mean do it again.
All right, I like that, and I like this. I'm gonna do this some more on the edges to give it a little bit more of a lighter color. I just feel like it's a little bit too dark. Don't be afraid. See how it still looks great. Even though I made these little marks, it's still a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful painting. At least I think it is. See, that's just gonna lighten it up just a little bit so it's not quite so dark and dreary. Now, what do y'all think? I like the colors. It's very just green and orange, you know? And I'm gonna go one more time with the red and orange flowers. I'm gonna go one more time. So don't rush your painting. Have fun with it. See, y'all probably thought I was done like 20 minutes ago, huh? But I found some other things to work on and to make it even better. And I like it better now. Do y'all like it better? A singing painting duo.
Mm.
Michael loves to sing.
Right.
Now, look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love the colors. I don't think I want to add any more colors to it because I like it now. I'm just gonna go with a little bit of a lighter yellow, a lighter orange. So I'm just gonna add some white to my orange and make a little bit. See, it's all those little extra things that you take time to look at, and you don't rush your painting. And that's why we do our paintings 2 days. We give it a day for y'all to catch up on day one. We take a step back, we look at it, we analyze it, and we decide, okay, do we like it? Do we want to go forward? Do we want to change anything? You know, like what's going on? And it's just super fun. So if you want to come join us and learn how to paint stuff like this, like I just did, isn't this precious? I'm absolutely loving it. I just love everything about it. Is the camera too close, causing it to be too blurry? It might just be because we have thunderstorms going through. I'm not exactly sure, but or it might be the camera. Okay. Is that bothering y'all like it's bothering me? That little area right there. Let's just kind of make it a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, Kelly. Need a clearer shot of it. Let me see if I could bring it up just a little bit. And show it to y'all like that. Is that better? Perfect. Let me bring it in so you can see it close up. Might not be focused. Might be too close. And there we go. Very, very nice. I really like it. So I hope y'all enjoy this painting. We are going to be back this week. I don't have a time schedule. It's just going to be, just put your notifications on for Jen's Den Art. And so you can see when we go live. And we will be back all week this week, give or take every day. I don't know. It just depends on what we have going on. But until August 15th, we are going to be back, and we are going to use this photo that I showed you guys as our inspiration, and we're going to do some different things with it. We're going to paint it in different ways. We're going to paint it using a palette knife. We are going to maybe take a piece of it and paint it on make like a little shelf sitter out of the inspiration. We're just going to have fun and do some fun things with it. So come back and join me the next few days for some more lives. And if you would like to join the tribe, the link is in the comments or in the description above. So make sure you click on the link. If you have questions, just email either support@jensdenart.com or ginger@jensdenart.com, and we will be happy to help you out. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming on tonight. It was so much fun. Michael says bye.
Bye.
And we'll see y'all next time. Have a great night. Later.